No matter where I go, there I am. I can only occupy 10 square feet of space no matter where I am or what I do. So I go, and I will visit someone to do something, to shoot some pictures perhaps. But there I am. I am with me all the time. Of course, there is a difference between being somewhere physically, being somewhere mentally, being somewhere emotionally, or being somewhere spiritually. Thanks to a thing called imagination, and thanks to our flights of fantasy, we can go wherever we wish and do whatever we wish in our mind. Sooner or later, though, there will come a time when I must go home. I must get on an airplane, and I must head back to my little cottage in Virginia Beach. But wherever I was, it was a good trip. Whomever I was with, it was a good trip. And whatever my thoughts might have been, it was a very good trip. It's my personal opinion, of course, but I think it's very sad to be with an adult who no longer practice using their imagination. They are so afraid of being childlike that their flights of fantasy left them a long time ago. I think that's sad. I think imagination is one of our greatest faculties, and when we cease to think outside of ourselves, I think we might as well find a rocking chair somewhere, pull the blanket over our head, and just retreat from life and living. I told you this before, but perhaps it's worth mentioning again. Long before I was ever in an airplane, I was in an airplane in my mind. Before I ever walked the streets of Italy or United Kingdom, North Africa, South America, West Indies, I walked those streets in my mind. You see, I had a great teacher, which is one of the reasons why I will always have a lot of respect for teachers. This teacher, Mr. Roberts, took us places where we would not have gone ordinarily. But through his mind and his way of stimulating the imagination, he took us everywhere. That's the power of a good teacher. Doesn't stifle the person, the self, but really excites the imagination. Back then, teachers taught because they love teaching. So, my friend, wherever you are, whether you're 7 years old, 17 years old, or 70 years old, never ever stop exercising your imagination. My imagination tells me that someday I will fly an airplane, not just be a passenger in an airplane. And you may say to yourself, oh my gosh, he's so old to be thinking thoughts like that. Well, not in my mind. In my mind, I am young and I'm fresh. And I have the ability and the capability of doing anything in my mind. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to own an airplane. I simply want to learn how to fly one. Anyway, here I am. I am back home now. And while I'm back home, I'll be planning my next trip. Perhaps, if you invite me, no matter where you live in this world, I will do my very best to come and visit with you. That way, we can sit down by a stream somewhere and just exercise our imagination and enjoy each other's company as we talk about anything we want to.